Our relationship is not perfect, but the love we have for each other makes up for all the small imperfections. Hey guys, I'm Shovik
And I'm Dev.
and we are the
Unpopular
Unpopular Couple. So, as the name suggests, we are a happy and happening gay couple from the city of joy, Kolkata, West Bengal, India.
So here we are to share the story of how we met, how things have been for us. It's been almost 2.5 years that we're together. You can say 3 years. And in these 3 years, we have faced a lot of ups and downs. We have faced hurdles that we overcame. And we have faced challenges. We have, I will say that our friends have been supportive. They have been kind enough that they have accepted us the way we are. But there are many other challenges that we faced. So here is a short story about how life has been for us and how life, what all life threw at us in these 2.5, 3 years that we have been together. So yes.
So, it all started in 2019 when the COVID-19 pandemic was not a part of our life and we had been living a free life altogether, and jokes apart. So it all started in 2019, yeah. So basically I am not from Kolkata, I am from North Bengal, and I came to Kolkata back then in 2019 to pursue my higher studies, and I had a lot of friends over here, but if you can understand what I mean, I did not have that special person in my life with whom I can share my feelings and all. Uh, Basically, back then I was in a confused state of myself when I wasn't sure about what I want or with whom I want to live my life with. So it happened that when I came here in Kolkata, I met with many other guys who were just like me, and it helped me to gather courage to introspect about myself and gathered courage to break the shackles and to went on a venture to search for my man. And the first step was to create a Tinder account, obviously. And there I encountered many guys, and we had been friends. We talked, we met, but somehow it didn't click with anybody. Like I, they were not my type, or maybe you can say that I was not their type until I came across his profile. Actually, the profile picture which he had as his in his profile, he was looking so young in that I was not actually sure about him. But still, I just right swiped him, and the next day, that is on 28th probably, no? 28th
I
of
think
May.
28th of
28th of May actually, 2019. It was a Tuesday, and he accepted it, and that's all about that day. Nothing happened that day. He just accepted it, and we left, and so that's all about that day. So you tell me that when you came across my profile on Tinder, what is the idea that popped up in your mind?
I to truly say I have been on Tinder for a long time. So was on Tinder since maybe 2015-16. So in these 3 years I have gone on dates. I have been around with a lot of boys, men, boys, guys.
You never told me all
And
these things before.
I did. So during that phase of my life where I was just juggling around, I mean, going around with random men or boys. So then I used to only right swipe guys who had a verified icon on Tinder. Maybe their Facebook and Instagram were connected with their profiles, and maybe they had three or four or maybe six display pictures, I mean profile pictures or photos on their account. But here I came across him who had only one photo, and that too not a proper picture clicked by someone else. It was a self photograph, a
Yeah,
selfie.
because back then I was scared to disclose my identity. I was scared that probably what people will think about me and all. So I was not sure about that. So I just gave one picture in that in that profile of mine.
And also I have a thing about not dating somebody too far away from me or who stays very far away from me, because I have the sickness of like I want to be close, and I want to be always surrounded with the people I love. So, and that too in close proximity. So in the radius of about uh, 10 to 15 kilometers or 20 kilometers was my maximum limit set. So he used to stay about 10-12 kilometers away from my house. Back then I stay in
Yeah, in a
proper,
PG. He meant back then when I came to Kolkata, I used to stay in a PG, which was 10
it
to 12
was,
kilometers away from his home.
yes, it he's used to stay in a, if you don't understand, PG means paying guest or rented accommodation. So he used to stay in a rented accommodation which was about 12 kilometers away from my house. So my house is in proper town, you can call it downtown Kolkata. So my house is in downtown and his house is in uptown. So his house is about 10 to 12 kilometers away. So I thought, the only reason I swiped right, because I thought maybe this guy is genuine because of two things. One is, I mean, he's not using someone else's photo, it's his own picture. Maybe it's only one, but that one is genuine. And the second is, my criterias were to be with a guy or meet a guy, or I have always been with guys who are living in my own city. So I didn't used to date men who lived far across the state or the country, so I don't like that.
Yeah,
So
he meant that back then a misunderstanding took place between us, and he, because of that misunderstanding, he only right swiped me, and because of that, we are together now.
yes, so I right swiped him because his location was showing 12 kilometers away from me. So I thought, and I swiped right at about 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the night. So I thought that he must be at home. So his home is at 10 to 12 kilometers away from my house. So he is a resident of, or a native of the city, which I got proven wrong later on. But I
Yeah.
initially thought that he stays in Calcutta. So I swiped right, and that is how things
Started.
took a pace and things started to move.
Yeah, so we matched on 28th of May 2019, and it was a Tuesday, as I have said earlier. Then on Wednesday, that is on 29th of May 2019, it was me who first texted him a normal hi at around 1 or 2 in the morning, and instantly the reply message popped up, and he replied, and we started a conversation. It was just a normal and formal conversation, like what we do, how are you and all, etc., what you like and all. And then we bid goodbye to each other and we went off to sleep. The next day, that is on Thursday, we didn't extend a single word because that day I was really busy with my own schedule. I had to attend my classes and all. So that day I was too busy, and at night I was too sleepy. I was too sleepy and tired that I didn't text it or I didn't check the Tinder account at all. The next day, that is on Friday, that which is on 29th, around 12 or 1 in the afternoon, I texted him a hi, again a hi, normal hi, to which a strange thing happened that struck me at that moment. That is, he, out of a worried tone, he asked me, yesterday, where had you been all throughout the day? And I was like, okay, what's happening? Because I wasn't expecting a guy to notice my movements just from a single day conversation. But he did, which I liked. Obviously, I liked it, but he did. And then a normal flow of conversation took place between us, and it went on, and then we decided to meet the following day. That is on Saturday. We decided to meet. What happened next? That in that very evening, I had to take a tuition, which got cancelled suddenly. So I called him up and asked him if he were free. So he said that yeah, he is, and he said that yeah, he is free, but only for 30 minutes. And I agreed to meet him. I said, okay, let's meet and see. So before that, I had only seen him in the DP, and that too a old picture of himself, which was probably 2 to 3 years back. Of that time, that picture was approximately of 2017 or 18 maybe. So he looked completely different from that profile picture. When I met him in person, then I can differentiate. So it was literally a task for me to recognize him in a busy Friday afternoon in a busy crossing.
Because he was new to Calcutta, so he did not know much roads. So I called him up in a crossing which is very popular. So you can understand a popular crossing in an Indian city means a lot of people, a lot of noise. A lot of people will go by you. So I was sitting in a corner of a tea stall, normal corner tea joint, and I was having my tea. So as usual, we both, I mean, he was a student back then, so he took the subway, took the train ride, took the metro to the location I was at. So he took the metro and he got down and he went right past me because he looked the same as in the picture, but I looked different because I changed my look. I usually change my look every year or every 2 years. So I used to look different back then.
Yeah, that's what he does positively. Every year he changes his looks, his hairstyle, his beard style, he changes.
Yes. So I changed my look. So I was not very recognizable. And I did not know why he chose to see that pic. Because I had 5 more pictures.
No, because he was literally looking too cute in that pic. Too cute.
So I had 5 more pictures, but he chose to look at that one single pic because I think many of us do have a tendency to only see the front picture of our profile.
That's
so
absolutely
the profile
right.
because people are in a hurry to right swipe. I don't know why, because people rarely do read the whole profile or whatever the person's expectations are, whatever the person wants or something like that. Because people judge people by their look in the first place. So the picture that he right swiped at was the picture he thought that I look the same as now even, but I did not, because that picture was about 2 years or 3 years old. And that is my tendency also, that when I do Tinder, I am always in a hurry mostly, and I do Tinder during my free time. So I get about before I sleep, I browse my phone for about like 15-20 minutes. So between that I give Tinder about 10-15 minutes. So in those 10 minutes I swipe right for maybe 20 guys or 30 guys, and all I do is the picture that Tinder shows me up front, they're the preferred picture. I only see that, and I see his age, see his name, see where he's from, and then I right swipe. So that is what everybody does, and even he did. So I don't have any problem. So he went right past me, and then he came back again because he had a perimeter in mind that I might be within that. So he crossed that perimeter, then he thought that he has crossed me. But then he came back and crossed me again. But then the third time he was crossing by me, he noticed me because a person's face won't change altogether. So I will have resemblance. So I will look kinda same to the picture. So he came, then he greeted, then he introduced himself, he greeted me, I greeted him, then he took a seat beside me, then we sat, we spoke, we had tea, we spent a long time. His We spent about like 2 or 3 hours because it was 8 o'clock at night when we met, and we sat there till 10 o'clock or 10:30, and then we thought about taking a walk because as I said that he was a student back then, so he used to prefer public transport and
Yeah, that was a
public
struggling phase of
transit.
my life. Yeah.
Yes, so he used to prefer public transit. So transit at night 10:30 or 11 o'clock in an Indian city, especially in Kolkata, West Bengal, which is in the eastern part of the country, is tough to get. So I thought that why not I walk him down to the nearest point where he might get something to take and go back home, which is about again 10 to 12 kilometers away from the crossing that we met at. So we kept on walking, but we failed to find any suitable mode of transport. So he also walked. I also kept on walking with him. So we were walking towards his house, but through a different way.
Actually, it so happened that we were actually enjoying each other's company that month, that we were trying to make the night as long as possible. So, in spite of taking the shortcuts and the normal straight paths, actually, we were trekking that by lanes and all that.
We were taking we there are many routes to a destination. So one is a straight one is a bit long one is a short one, and one is a very long one. So we thought about not taking the straight route back to his home, and rather to take a longer route, so that we get more time to spend. So that day we kept on walking, and we did not find any public transport right at the spot that we were waiting. So we kept on walking and walking, and then we
walked all throughout the path, almost 10 to 12 kilometers back to my home, and we were not aware that time passed by, and we had walked all throughout the way.
So yes, that night we walked about the distance of from my home to his home, and that was 10 to 12 kilometers. So if a person walks at the speed of 5 to 6 kilometers per hour, he reaches 10 to 12 kilometers in 2 hours. So in 2 hours we reached his home, and then we said goodbye to each other, and he left, and I returned back home in a taxi, in a cab. I Ubered my way back home. So the next day we met again, and this meeting tendency of both of us became a habit. So we kept on meeting every day since.
Every single day.
Every single day we met.
Since our first meeting till the time we get committed, we met every single day, and it became a habit. It became a routine rather. Every evening we just met, and we used to spend time till 4 or 5 in the morning.
So every day we used to meet in the evening and spend time till the next morning, and that became a habit. So every day till a month or so since we met. I mean, we met in the end of
Last
May
day of
2019,
May, 31st
of May 2019. So it was about mid-June till mid-July, because we spend every day with each other throughout June, and maybe in July or maybe early August we stopped that habit of us meeting every day, and then we gradually met twice or thrice a week. So as you can understand, so
Have other commitments in life, and
yes, so on one certain day, that is the 15th of June 2019, we thought about going to a nightclub at the Marriott, at the JW Marriott.
yeah, we did.
The name of the nightclub is Gold. So at the JW Marriott nightclub called Gold in Kolkata, so we went there with our friends, and our friends kept on telling us that the former proposal did not happen between both of us. So what kind of a relationship or what kind of a commitment is this? Because you both don't look like friends, you look beyond friends.
Actually, yeah, our common friends were dash sure that we are something more than just mere friends, but we ourselves had never realized this before. But I can realize it that he is just not a friend, he is something more than that. But I was not in a state to accept each other, and the same is the case with him also, maybe because.
So as I said, on the 15th of June 2019, me, him, and a group of friends together went to a nightclub called the JW Marriott in Kolkata, and the nightclub name is Gold. So it's a very exclusive nightclub. So we went there for a Saturday night party. It was a Saturday night. So on that night, or maybe Sunday morning. So on the Saturday night, because it was past 12 o'clock, so it became Sunday morning. So that night, when my friends told me to propose to him, I thought about going back in time a bit, maybe a month back, and thinking that is he really the guy that I should take this dive with, or maybe this decision with. So then I thought that yes, because we have spent countless nights together roaming around the streets of the city, and I will tell you one thing: Indian cities or cities which are very populated with a lot of people or densely populated might look very busy and chaotic and confusing in the day, but at night they are very calm, very quiet. Maybe a car or two passes by you, and you can get a very nice breeze which will go around you, which will take you, which will be around you, and you will be able to even cherish the moment that you are with your loved one even more. So I thought, yes, I did enjoy every moment that I spent. So even during the last few days, or maybe I should say 2-3 days before the 15th of June, maybe 12th or 11th, we even held hands and we walked. So that night, or maybe 2-3 days later on, when on the 15th my friends told me to propose, I thought that I should take the chance. So
he literally knelt down in front of the crowd, held my hands, kissed, and he proposed me. And I was taken aback. I was literally not prepared for such a proposal. And I am a bit a coy type of person. I am not that extravagant sort of person. So it was unexpected for me. And that day, just casually, I said yes. And later on, as time flight, but later on, as time passed by, I realized, the miracle has happened. I am really in love with him, and yeah, that's it. And since then, we are together, and we hope to be together
yes,
forever. And we are happy. We are really happy.
we are very happy together.
We are really very happy together.
We have traveled a lot together.
A lot
And as you
together,
say,
a lot.
as people say that when a couple, any couple, be it any couple, gay, straight, any couple, old, new, young, so any couple travels together, they also bring back memories with them. So those
Yeah, we have
memories
many
help.
memories, many
So
memories.
those memories help to build a relationship even stronger.
Even stronger, yeah.
So I have plenty of memories with the trips that I did with him. So I will tell everybody that I have met him on Tinder, and Tinder is such a platform that people call it the hooking platform, that people are there to hook up, to find sex, to find contacts, to find connections, to meet people that you can do a venture with, a business with, or meet people that you can just sleep a night with, or go out, or have a trophy boyfriend, to show people that you have a boyfriend but there is no love. So I will tell people that in Tinder also you might find the perfect person for yourself, like just like I did. So don't be disappointed, whosoever is on Tinder. And Tinder might fetch you good results if
Yeah.
you are lucky enough, because most people don't find love on Tinder, because Tinder is not a site that you can get love on. Usually it is on Facebook or Instagram that you might get love from, or maybe if you meet the person in individually, like physically. So in virtual world, in the web world, finding love on Tinder is very tough, because Tinder is a hooking platform or maybe a dating app. So dating does not necessarily mean commitment. So people might date, people might get bored, people might leave each other. But if you go beyond dating, there might be certain examples where people have fallen in love and they are together. So it is us that we are together, and we have actually found love on Tinder, and we want to thank Tinder for making us meet, because without Tinder, this story, this video, this we both sitting together and explaining our
This would
story
not have
to
happened.
you, or
Yeah.
you people around the globe, wouldn't have happened. So we want to thank Tinder. And yes, that is it about this, because I want everybody to stay happy. I want people who are are searching for love not to lose hope, because love is rare, and rare things take time to find.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is my first proper relationship. So in that sense, I am not very young. So I have also spent maybe the first 5-10 years, or maybe 15 years of my life without a partner. So if you guys really wait, you might find the right person for yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
And that too, it might happen on Tinder. So don't only categorize Tinder as a dating app. It might be a perfect matchmaking app too.
Yeah, definitely.
So yes, so if this video is being liked by you, if our journey inspires you, if you like our journey, if you want to see more such revelations, more such things that we might speak about ourselves to you, so I will ask you to stay in touch with us. So
Yeah, please do stay in
all
touch with
that
us.
we might ask for is, you might like the video. If you have other people that might listen to our story, might like our story, so give this a thumbs up, like it. You can share it with your peers, your friends, your colleagues, people around you.
Please do like, share,
And if you, and also subscribe to the channel, because if you subscribe, then the next video that we post, it will be up on your feed. So
Yeah.
you will get to know that when the next we upload a video. So you can also press the bell icon, so you will get updates about when we post. So yes, that is it about this video. Hope you do well. Hope everyone does well. Love is a pure form, so anything pure takes time. So don't lose hope. And yes, see you soon with another brand new vlog about us, about our life, and how we are. There are many more things that is not being told in this video. So if you want to know more about us, then you have to comment and tell us that what all do you want to know about us. So we will be happy to share it with you.
We'll be very happy. We'll be very happy to share it with you.
So till then, it's a bye from him,
Yeah,
Shovik,
it's a goodbye.
and it's a bye from me, Dev. See you.
See you.